Young world, if you're not from Pennsylvania or the Philadelphia area, you might not know this, but in Philadelphia right now, the violence in Philadelphia is at a level unseen ever in goddamn history, pretty much. The murder rate in Philadelphia, people getting gunned down every damn, not every day, sometimes a couple times a day, more than every day in Philadelphia. People, I'm talking about kids, 7-year-old kids you see getting shot, 10-year-old kids getting killed, babies, teenagers nonstop. And these ain't just regular shootings. Every day on the news you'll see a segment. It'd be like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 shells on the ground. The police, you see them picking up all the yellow markers and stuff like that. I'm talking about major violence going on in Philadelphia. If Philadelphia was the size of Chicago, it'd be worse than Chicago. They saying a big part of the violence of Philadelphia is something called ghost guns. Ghost guns, you probably sitting there thinking, just like I thought, yeah, ghost guns. Ghost guns is guns that you can go to a gun show like they have here in Pennsylvania and some other states. You can buy what's called a receiver kit. That means that you're buying a firearm that's not put together. So you go in there and buy a receiver kit. You're buying a gun that you got to take home and put together yourself. And the thing about these ghost guns is that anybody can go and buy a goddamn ghost gun. Now, granted, if you're not legally able to own a firearm, you can get in trouble for having one if you get caught one after the fact. But anybody can go initially and buy one. They don't do background checks on these goddamn ghost guns. They're all of a sudden coming out of nowhere talking about the ghost guns are a big contribution to the violence in Philadelphia. So I'm sure that the ghost guns is a big contribution to the violence in all major cities. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can go buy them and then just sell them or just keep them, whatever you want to do with it. The main reason they're under heat right now, they're under fire, is because more and more people in the community in Philly is coming up and stepping up like, you know what the hell is going on out here? People are starting to demand answers down in Philly, and people are really taking action. So now all of a sudden, the heat is getting hot. Now they want, are we going to come in and ban ghost guns? After you've been selling these goddamn ghost guns for how many goddamn years already? So it's crazy how they've been legally able to sell these damn ghost guns. But you go to a regular firearm dealership in Pennsylvania, check the wrong box on the application to get a firearm, you can be charged with a felony for simply checking the wrong box by mistake or on purpose. Meanwhile, they're allowed to sit here at these goddamn gun shows and sell guns by the bucket load at these damn gun shows that anybody can go and buy them. Just like the whole thing with this weed. Everybody's happy that weed is legal. Everybody's jumping around smoking weed. They got purple kush, sour diesel haze, chocolate cookies and Girl Scout cookies and all this happy and moon rocks and all this bullshit. Meanwhile, they done locked up millions of people for millions of years, ruined millions of lives over some goddamn weed. Me, myself, my license was suspended. My driver's license was suspended for 14 years over a 20 bag of goddamn weed. I'm talking about a small amount of marijuana. Now, granted, I drove under suspension, so you get a year every time you get caught, so that added on to it. But the initial suspension was for, and I wasn't even driving when I got caught with the guy. I got shot, matter of fact, and had a bag of weed in my goddamn pocket when I got shot and ended up at the hospital. That's how, you know what I'm saying, I got the weed charge. So now, years later, they turn around, they decide they want to sell the weed and make money off it. Now the goddamn weed is goddamn legal everywhere. You can go in almost everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And if not, you can get a damn medical card easily. Pay a couple $100, get a medical card, and go out and buy yourself a little bag of weed whenever you want. See, the other part of this though, to deep down into the goddamn rabbit hole, these ghost guns is also a convenient explanation as to why a lot of craziness can be going on in a lot of cities. I made videos years ago on my old channel, even on this channel, about how I believe, and there's been documented evidence and proof of, I'm not even going to say a certain word, but I'll say other entities dressing up in blackface and disguising themselves as black people and going out and doing some of this goddamn violence. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to go too deep into that. I don't need another strike, but this ghost gun explanation is a convenient timing, you know what I'm saying, to have something to blame all this stuff on, because the heat can become in that type of way. You know, that could be a different way the heat is being risen. Heat is rising. So come up with an explanation. Blame it on these goddamn ghost guns, which are not traceable. No serial numbers. Can't trace them back to nobody. It's real convenient. That's that. Let's get to the point. Me, myself, I'm getting to the point. I'm ready. You know, I'm like, let me just shut up because I might say the wrong thing. They just gave me a little strike. I'm talking about not even just on no YouTube copyright strikes. I'm talking about some next level stuff. I'm getting to the goddamn point. I'm not. Let me, like I said, let me just shut up, man. But that's what's going on probably in your city, in your town. Jokers getting killed left and right. You wondering how these guns, because they putting these guns on the street with a loophole called ghost guns. You know what I'm saying? And this is some BS, and like it's just, it don't even make sense. So now the initial story is now in Pennsylvania talking about they're going to start banning the ghost guns. Now they're going to ban them all of a sudden. You know what I mean? And how long has this been going on? Since the beginning of time, probably. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it don't even make no sense, man. Like the stuff that they be doing and making other people pay the price for, man, don't make no goddamn sense.